Welcome back to the channel, everyone. CryptoTakeOver here, coming back with another Bitcoin cryptocurrency video for you today. We got two news articles as the Bitcoin price possibly continues to rally after its recent dump off. We're going to be taking a look at maybe some of the reasons why this sell happened, and why we can also expect probably a quick recovery here in the near-term future. So, cryptocurrency is not a legitimate money, says Nigerian central bank governor. Some bearish news coming out, I guess, as of yesterday, a couple of hours ago too, and then also we have Janet Yellen sounds warning about extreme inefficiency or inefficient Bitcoin. So we got some head leaders in government talking about Bitcoin and basically how it cannot be legitimate currency possibly or whatever, but also trying to probably degrade the price just a tad bit. So we're going to take a look at these two news articles and go ahead and get started on the video. Let's cue that intro. All right, so don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell so that way y'all can be updated every single video that we make on this channel, pretty much every single day. Been relatively busy, but keeping our private members up to date. We will take a look at the charts here in a second and see what we found out about the charts to maybe give us a little bit of a warning sign for that sell-off that is to occur, and then we'll start to see if we're going to be in recovery mode on our charts just yet. So Janet Yellen sounds for warning about extremely inefficient Bitcoin. Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen on Monday warned that Bitcoin is extremely inefficient way to conduct monetary transactions. She spoke as the cryptocurrency price tumbled this morning, trading but remained above $53,000. Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen issued a warning Monday about the dangers that Bitcoin poses both to investors and the public. Despite the sharp slide in price started this week, the cryptocurrency continues to trade above 53,000 as it has received boosts from various sources. Elon Musk and Tesla recently made a substantial purchase and has said it will accept Bitcoin for transactions. However, Yellen said there remain important questions about legitimacy and stability. I mean, I don't know what the legitimacy issue is. There's really no way to fake transactions on Bitcoin. You know what I'm saying? There's no way to fake a transaction through the blockchain. That's the whole idea of the immutable ledger that anyone can reference, right? So we'll take a look at this video here in a second too. Let's continue just reading here. I don't think that Bitcoin is widely used as a transaction mechanism, she told CNBC Andrew Ross conference. To the extent it is used, I fear it's often for illicit finance, an extremely inefficient way to conduct transactions, and among the energy that's consumed in processing those transactions is staggering. And what do they think the dollar's used for, folks? I mean, come on, man, this is just, it's so stupid. The reason that they're comparing this to basically what they've been doing in government since the birth of the dollar, right? Mining Bitcoin requires users to solve complex mathematical equations using high-powered computer setups, the electronic consumption, blah blah blah. All right, we already know what Bitcoin does. Let's take a look at this video, see what's going on here. Let's see if we can get a little bit more information about what she's talking about.
Before, I don't think that Bitcoin, I've said this before, is widely used as a transaction mechanism. To the extent it's used, I fear it's often for illicit finance. It's an extremely inefficient way of conducting transactions, and the amount of energy that's consumed in processing those transactions is staggering. But it is a highly speculative asset, and I think people should beware. It can be extremely volatile, and I do worry about potential losses that investors in it could suffer.
But I think this is not just a fad. I think Tesla's going to continue to double down on its Bitcoin investment, and you're seeing from a transaction perspective as well. But no doubt that they've made about $1 billion on paper from
All right, folks. So what we can see there is that basically, she basically manipulated the price to even dump Tesla stock too as well. So it looked like Tesla had a little bit of a sell-off too. I mean, all the markets were red on Monday, so it was definitely just a crazy sell-off for the most part. But at the same time, you got liquidity exchanges that are appreciating that with their one-to-one ratios and perpetual contracts as such. So, this was a good equational balance for Bitcoin, I would say. I don't think it's bearish at all. I think that this is going to happen during our bull market runs too, as well as about a 23% sell off to the downside. But also at the same time, we're starting to see the price recover from where it sold off to as well. And and the fact that she's talking about consumption things, energy usage and such. Did y'all know that most of the Bitcoin that is mined is out of China? And you know what they're using? They're using renewable resources to mine Bitcoin out there. So you can't argue that Bitcoin is an energy consumption way of exchange, because most of it is mined. Most of the Bitcoin is mined from renewable resources out of China that has the most mining power out there. So just very ill-informed people when it comes to this market, especially in higher governments, higher echelons. It's just mind staggering, that they haven't done their research. They're more than likely reading from a script, a prompt that's telling them to, people are telling them what to say when it comes to the public eye and the media. It just bugs me, but obviously we're starting to see price recovery, and I don't think this is going to have a huge effect on the Bitcoin price at all. And so then we're moving over here to our next article, folks. And the cryptocurrency is not a legitimate money, says Nigerian central bank governor. And so I don't know if y'all saw that video of the Nigerian, government talking about how Bitcoin has destroyed their economy and such, and has been doing nothing but harm to them and their dollar. So basically, the Bitcoin is destroying the Nigerian dollar, with people buying it, transacting that way, people not wanting to use the fiat currency that is provided through the government too as well. Goodwin Ethereum governor Central Bank of China has defended the Apex Bank decision to ban banks from servicing crypto exchanges in the country, appearing before Joint Senate Committee on Banking, Insurance, and Other Financial Institutions, ICT, and Cybercrime and Capital Market. Remarked that CBN ban was the best interest of Nigerians, according to the report media outlet Punch. While addressing the Senate committee, cryptocurrency is not legitimate money. Cryptocurrency has no place in our monetary system at this time, and cryptocurrency transactions should not be carried out through the Nigerian banking system. And folks, this is not going to do Nigeria any good at all. It's just going to put them even further behind when it comes to this transition that is happening right before our eyes, and to see that the governments in other countries are still in denial of this is just going to end up hurting their economy. It's going to hurt their country. It's going to hurt their people, more or less, because if they continue to rely on their old financial system that is in a steady collapse worldwide, then you're basically going to see that these people are going to be out here really hurting from the inflation of that dollar and that digital, or that fiat currency that they provide for their country too as well. The CBN governor has also reiterated that despite the ban, the central bank was doing its due diligence to better under the emerging digital asset space. As previously reported, Cointelegraph, Nigerian Senate had summoned the CBN governor along with other heads of federal regulatory agencies to hearing on the way forward for crypto regulations. Other participating regulatory chiefs in the hearing also echoed that CBN's negative stance. Chairman, Independent Corrupt Practices and Other Related Officer Commission, linking cryptocurrencies to activities of terrorism. Okay, so obviously they just are very ill-informed about this, about the way Bitcoin transactions work, about how it's being mined, and this is, obviously they just don't have a very broad, comprehensive idea. They're still living, when early Bitcoin adopters were in this market, and now, you're starting to see governments that are starting to hodl Bitcoin, such as some of the Chinese governments and other countries too as well, North Korea and it's just not, it's not a good look for Nigeria, man. Especially if they're doing the same thing that India is doing. They probably want to keep their lower class and middle class in poverty for the most part, so that's why they're not allowing them to transact through Bitcoin. And it's actually just really sad, to be honest. So you know, the fact that these higher up echelon people in government are very ill-informed, but also probably just reading off of a script, a prompt that's telling them what to say in front of the media, so that way the people that are writing these scripts and prompts are basically the ones accumulating all the Bitcoin in the background too as well. So folks, enough with that. We're gonna jump on over into the charts, see what's going on over there, and let's go ahead and get started with the charts. All right, folks, so we had our rejection at the 2-year moving average. As you can see here, this is our red moving average here for the 2-year mark, and we did get a clean rejection. We got quite a bit of a sell-off there. So basically, if we were to disregard all this news, we could have just kept our eyes on the charts. We knew that our 2-year moving average was going to be high resistance for us going back into the charts in 2017. Our 2-year moving average was also giving us clean rejection, about up to a 30% sell-off. We retested it twice back in 2017, and we can go back and check that here. So we have our 2-year moving average. We also have our pi cycle indicator on our charts too. But what we can see here is that our 2-year moving average, we've gotten clean rejections, one right about here, our next one about 2017, late 2017, and we got another rejection there. These were up to about 35% sell-offs. What we're seeing right now is just a 24% sell-off as of right now, but we did come back down and retest the 21-week moving average back in 2017 after our rejection at the 2-year moving average. So, you know, this isn't out of the ordinary, folks. It is to be expected, especially during bull market runs. And so now what we're going to be looking at is to see if our next move back up to the 2-year moving average, if we're going to be able to push back above that 2-year moving average and into our price boxes that we have drawn out here for our next logarithmic extension in between the $63,000 area and possibly the $70,000 area or so. But what we're looking for is probably a nice reversal pattern here to head us back up to that 2-year moving average. And Bitcoin right now sitting right underneath $50,000. So we could see our EMA start to cross to the upside. What we're kind of looking for is on our lower time frames, are we getting any recovery whatsoever? We did have our money flow that kind of rounded off and didn't quite dip below into that red, but it was getting ready to. This is Market Cipher B, folks. If y'all are interested in picking up the Market Cipher indicator package, you can check the links in the description box below. Shout out to CryptoFace. Thanks for being a supporter of this channel. And we pretty much use Market Cipher as our bread and butter on this channel each and every single day. And that's how I keep our Patreon and private trading group members up to date 24/7. When these markets start to change drastically, our big indicator for this sell-off was our dip and our break below this trend line resistance support level here. So we had this trend line drawn out for us before the test of it, and then once we tested it and we broke below it, we knew something big was about to happen. We saw this on Sunday, folks. Market Cipher was also telling us that we were going to see a little bit of a sell-off too as well. We started to look at our money flow on these lower time frames. This is the 90-minute time frame here, and after we got the rejection below our trend line here, we came back up to retest it, and then we continue to fall off. Money flow was also headed into that reddish area. We could have probably zoomed out here on maybe the 30-minute time frame. Money flow was still in a downward trajectory here, so we knew something was about to happen. Once we broke below this support line, that was a clear indication that we were going to start to see some sell-off occur. And so we saw that coming on Sunday. I signaled the group Sunday night that we were probably going to see a bearish Monday for the most part. Let's see if I can pull up something here for y'all and show y'all what we were kind of looking at for the most part. If we go into bearish Monday right here, folks. So I'm going to clip this for y'all really quick. Just show y'all what we were looking at. This is what we had here, bearish BTC bearish Monday, working with a little bit of a new setup right here in TradingView. So we saw the bearish Monday coming, looking for corresponding time frames. Okay, so yeah, this is what I signaled to our group on Sunday, which was the 21st. That was on Sunday. We signaled that there was probably going to be a bearish Monday for us, and lo and behold, that did play out. So, you know, everyone that kind of took their cautionary trades then, shout out to them in the private trading group page. But yeah, folks, I think I have 2 more spots left available for our 35% off special. So if you're interested in joining us over in the trading group page on Discord, you can either join through Patreon to pay with a debit or credit card, or if you want to pay with crypto, just message me on Discord and I'll get you all set up. But folks, what we're starting to see here on our 6-hour time frame, we're starting to see our recoveries with our green dots here on Market Cipher B. So this is definitely a nice green dot. And then I believe also on our 8-hour, we were starting to see some more recovery. We want to see our green dots on these higher time frames, and if we start to see that, we'll probably anticipate a larger move to the upside here. We are starting to maybe find a little bit of support here. Our VWAP's kind of rounding off on our 21-hour time frame, and what we want to see is a nice green dot here to send us back to the upside. In our daily chart, once we get our green dot on our daily chart, I think we'll have a pretty nice recovery there too as well. But folks, this is normal for our bull run. You know, we got the rejection at the 2-year moving average, just like we've seen in the past in 2017, and it lo and behold, it happened again here. So, you know, now we're gonna just be waiting for the recovery. Hopefully you're buying the dip. Some of your altcoins are probably on sale right now too as well. And folks, we definitely started to move into some alts that we had been keeping our eye on too as well. So folks, if y'all want to get the altcoins that we're getting into and that we're trading on a regular basis, you can join us in our private trading group. I have a list of about 26, 27 different altcoins that we're dollar cost averaging into and that we're also trading in and out of. And if y'all want that list, feel free to join us in the private trading group section through Patreon, or if you want to pay with crypto, just message me. Let's take a look at the dominance chart here, see what's kind of going on here. Dominance coming back down to retest this trend line resistance that we had for us here too. So we broke above it, and now we're coming back down to retest it. And what we could see is possibly another nice move to the upside here after this test. So it does look like on our daily Market Cipher B, we were getting this nice stair step pattern here too for us as well. Money flow in the red, so we'll probably get a little bit more of a rejection here, and then maybe we'll start to see a bigger momentum wave, blue momentum wave further to the upside. We'll have to wait for this green dot to occur for us, but you know, I wouldn't be too bullish just yet until our dominance chart lines up with our Bitcoin chart too as well. And then once we start to see those correspond with each other, we're definitely going to be looking for a higher move to the upside here too in the near term future. Let's take a look at Ethereum, see what's happening with the alts. The alts have started to recover already too as well. And so let's take a look at ETH, see what's happening here. We didn't quite get the move up to $2,000 just yet, but if we zoom out here on our weekly chart, we can kind of get a reference about what might be happening here. We'll turn off our 2-year EMA. That usually only corresponds with Bitcoin. Taking a look at the daily chart here, we're also starting to see that VWAP on Market Cipher B start to recover here just a tad bit. Money flow still looks really good with Ether, but these sell-offs are going to occur. We got that rejection here on the candles too as well. We had the same trend line drawn out. We saw this kind of rising wedge pattern happening here with Ethereum, and then once we broke below that, we had just a major wick and sell off to the downside. So folks, you got to be careful of these rising wedge patterns, and these sell-offs will occur during the bull market runs too as well, but maybe you can spot those before it's too late, and then you know, either ride it to the downside or just wait to buy the dip when the dip does occur. So yeah, definitely looking for a recovery, possibly on the daily 21-hour, possibly going to give us a nice recovery here in the near term future. I'm looking for a recovery probably by the weekend, folks, when it comes to Bitcoin and the cryptocurrency charts too as well. Let's take a look at the dollar, just reference how the dollar is doing, and then we'll go ahead and end it on that note. Taking a look at the 3-day on the dollar here. 3-day chart, we've been getting rejection at the 21 EMA on the dollar index value. So this rejection again at the 21 EMA as well. Taking a look at the daily chart, still not any huge signs of recovery. I'm definitely thinking we'll probably extend out sideways for the most part here. Market Cipher is giving us a little bit of a more money flow movement to the upside. So I'm thinking the dollar is probably going to create some type of symmetrical triangle out here for the most part, and then we'll see a move in a direction one way or the other. So let's see if we actually were to draw possibly a trend line from way up here, we could see something pan out like that. So some type of symmetrical triangle is going to be formed here with the dollar, and we'll have to see which direction it wants to break here in the near term future. So keep an eye on all these charts, folks. They're definitely good correspondence. We keep our eye on the Bitcoin charts 24/7 for the most part, but you know, here and there we like to have fun and look at the alts too as well. So with that being said, folks, don't forget, you can join us over on our private trading group page to get a list of those altcoins, or to just stay up to date with us by 24/7. And then don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell so that way y'all can stay updated each and every single day that we make videos on this channel. And with that being said, I'll see you on the next one. CTO signing out. Peace.